Hello, fellow robots out there in internet land. I am Sobertron, and welcome to the next episode of the TekTopia Survival Guide. So, in the last episode, we finished up our new rancher pens and our new butchers underground over here, and I noticed that we don't really need any additional butchers. Having the two butchers has been pretty good for us. They go in here and they slaughter a bunch of animals at once. As you can see, they went a little bit overboard on the chickens, but that's fine. They'll come back in population once our army of 10 ranchers does their thing and feeds them and breeds them. Fly! There we go. Jeez. Other than that, though, I did convert those other two nitwits that lived here into more druids. I didn't explain it last time, but I think when you're planning an expansion, having a lot of druids right away is pretty beneficial. They're going to help with the trees, and they're going to help with the crops, and they're going to help with the mines underneath. But other things I've done. So I've terraformed that hill back a little bit. You can't really tell. I don't think I really ever showed that off. But we're going to put another barracks right over there. I plan on having 4 total in roughly the corners of our village. So we have the one on the other side over there. And then I showed you guys last time that little layout. I'm going to build another one. I've also finished up these 2 houses over here. So right now we have 16 beds available to make children, which is perfect because that's how many kids can go to the school. So both those are 4 bedrooms, and then in our barracks up top over there, we still have 2 more 4-bedroom houses. I've also gone ahead and done some outline work on where I plan on doing other houses. So there's going to be a 2 more 4s, and then a 6 right there. And then in that space right there, I plan on doing an apartment-style building, which I will get to in this episode. So the goal for today, we currently have 116 villagers. The goal is to add 40 more. So that will add more than a third to our current population. But other than that, the only other thing I've done is I have started terraforming this area here. So there was like this sheer cliff drop-off. You can see this straight line right here. And we don't want that. We want a nice gradual way for our villagers to get down. Earlier, just before I started recording, a rancher actually took some damage over there because he was having trouble walking up that hill. But I still haven't filled it in with stone like I planned to prevent any kind of craziness with the necromancy. So we're going to be here a lot today. We're going to be doing a lot of things, but I don't want to make these kids yet, because what I need to do first is I need to go get some materials, because I also plan on starting some decorative paths in our area. So terraforming that hill over there really ate into my dirt supplies. I think I have a few stacks left up here. Yeah, it's not much. That's not going to last us very long. So I've gone ahead and I've made some shulkers. And we are going to go get some dirt, but we're also going to go get some podzol. Because when you incorporate podzol into a path, it looks really good. And there's a nice big taiga biome just to the south of us. So we're going to fly over there. I'm going to fill up these shulkers, and I will be back with you shortly. So while I'm gathering up this podzol, I also realized I need some coarse dirt, and there is some in this area. So this path design I'm going to use actually isn't something that I'm not even sure if he came up with it, but a good friend of mine is one who actually showed it off in a video of his. His name is Caableguy, and he is hands down the best builder that I know, personally. He is very amazing. He has his own channel. He did make some TekTopia series stuff a while back, but he mostly plays vanilla survival. So I'm going to leave a link down in the description to his channel because, like I said, he is an amazing, amazing builder. The things this guy does with, blocks is just insane. So I'm going to keep on gathering this up. I'm probably going to end up getting way more than I need, but hey, might as well get more while we're here. But I will be back with you guys in a bit. So we've made it back to our village after gathering like 11 or 12 shulkers worth of dirt and variants of things. And it's almost daytime, and we're finally going to be at our village for a little while, so I want to make these children before the day starts. So we have the 4 houses that we have. So actually, I'm going to activate one, and then we will place 4 hearts. Make some room in our inventory. This is all. I don't know why I love that sound. It's such a... Ah, no! Don't sleep! Why do I always do that? Ugh, it scares me. Okay, sorry about that. Got my heart rate going a bit. We always want to make sure we activate these buildings one at a time. If we had all four active already, we might place a heart down in here, and that little child's gonna go all the way to the other side of the village. So activate your home, and then place down all the hearts. It's could be a little tedious at times, but I just find it more effective, more efficient. Ooh, Quentin Endless. That's a name. I like that. So that. Oh no! Close the door. Where are you? Oh, going? What the? Ah, Quentin, you had such good potential. Then you had to leave the house in the middle of the night. What are you thinking, kiddo? Okay, so sorry. Oh wow. We are now back at the other end. So we have our other two homes to activate. So plop. And then just four hearts, guys. I like checking the names from time to time to see if there's any cool combinations or any of my friends that are also patrons of Tango. If they get a cool little nod in the series, that's kind of awesome. I'll give them a shout out if it happens. Let's do the last one. And place hearts. One, two, Shattermass. That's good. Okay, no nods to anybody else. Um, so right now, I want to show you guys the initial stages of building these paths. First thing you need, and the only thing you need right away, is a shovel. That's it, just a shovel. So what we're going to do is we're actually going to use path blocks. So what Cable in his video recommends, and it's something that I will follow suit, is you want a loose pattern of path blocks. It doesn't always have to be one by itself. You can have some cool little combinations, and eventually this will make more sense when you fill it in. But you just kind of want to go around and lay out where your path's going to go. So we know that this is going to be a main walkway connecting up our library and our storage building. And then we just want to kind of, like, if you were to walk naturally from one building to another, where are those, over time, where is it going to get worn down? Where is it going to, from all the foot traffic, going to result in something like this, You don't want to, even though your villagers won't follow it whatsoever, it gives it a little extra dimension. Now, one thing I will recommend is, if you notice, I've been placing the stone brick right here. I'm not going to put a path block right there. I just get scared. It may or may not happen. I get scared that this block will affect their pathfinding, even though it won't. Even though it won't, it's just one of my things. So that block in front of the door will never have a path block in front of it. So now, if you think about it naturally, maybe this is going to be a home too. That was our old butcher. I got to convert it into a home, but our school's going to be crowded right now. But, neighbors visiting each other, they're going to want to, you know, use this path. Or maybe there's a mailman. Who knows? Mailman's going from house to house. Little things like that. Giving those little details to your village can really make it come alive. Right now, our village is, very tri-toned with the grays, the browns, and the lighter browns. And we're going to add some color and life to this over the next few episodes. So I'm going to do a little bit of this area. I'm going to gather some of the materials I'm going to need for the rest of this, and I'll be back in a minute. So I did it again, guys. I can't believe it, but I did it again. I screwed something up, but we'll show you that in a second. First, I want to show you these paths I've done. So I followed I followed Cable's tutorial a bit, and I've known it pretty well, but it's much better as you see it from above when you incorporate all these blocks. So what we've done is we've done this little section here where we incorporate lots of things with the path blocks, podzol, coarse dirt, and spruce and oak slabs, and it looks really cool, but it looks even better from above. What we're going to do right now is we will convert these villagers that I made a bit ago into some professions. So one thing I haven't talked about too much, and I did a bit ago, is the druid balancing. So I think having one druid for every 3 miners, lumberjacks, and farmers is kind of the basic rule of thumb. So right now we're planning on having around 40, around 40 druids in our village. But that's probably going to change in the future. We're probably going to increase that a bit. So I've got some things here to convert these guys up. We're not really looking at the skill level of these guys right now with just bulk turning them into their professions. The other thing is I want to turn some of these guys into miners, because miners are by far the best way to get emeralds very quickly. You can trade diamonds and redstone and lapis, and then you can also use their ores to turn things into tools, like picks and things. So we're going to make a lot of miners right now. So I just finished up those guys. We're going to come over here and finish up these other 6. Something like that? Yeah. 6. Sounds alright, right? Who knows? I don't know. Um, so we're gonna turn these guys. Oh, that's a rocket. That doesn't do anything. We're gonna turn these other guys into some professions and get them to go to work. The other thing I want to do is I want to get another enchanter. I've said that a couple times on here. But we also want, I think I want another chef. I actually think I want a few more chefs. So we're going to finish converting these guys up, and then I'm going to show you my mistake. I made a big mistake. So if you remember back a while ago, I made, ow, why? I made a bunch of mine shafts in like episode 3, I think, when I'm talking about the merchant and the miner. And I did it again. I did it again. So I came in here, I grabbed a bunch of emeralds, and I started trading with our architect over here. And they were 20 emeralds apiece. So I went ahead and we want 50 mine shafts. So I made, you know, as many mine tokens as I needed. I think it was 23 in here. And then I made those up, and then I realized I already had 23. So yeah, I screwed up. I did it again. I don't know why mine shafts are like the bane of my existence. But it's almost daytime, and I finished up these houses over here. So I want to, ooh, there it is. I want to make 16 more children so they can go to school and we can do some amazingness with them. So I've done these houses over here. We're actually going to ignore this 2-bedroom because I realized we had enough space in this building right here to make some 6-bed houses. So, oh, I forgot the tokens, guys. Oh my god, no. No, it's daytime. We're being inefficient. I don't like being inefficient. Where are they? Okay, they're there. So I need a 4 and 2 6s. Okay, cool. Oh my god. I'm stressing right now, guys. It's bad. It's really bad. Okay, so let's do this. Let's land right there. Okay. Heart 6. Go. Yellow beds. I like yellow beds. Yellow beds are good. 1, 2, 3. I'm not even looking at the names, guys, and this is not something I normally do, but we are having to move quickly here. Okay, closed door. That kid's gonna mess it up. Okay, 6-bedroom house. Cool. Okay. Oh no. What? It's a 4. Oh my god. I'm screwing up so bad, guys. Okay. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Okay. Ooh. Okay. Heart rate's going down. Let's calm down a bit. Take a breath. Okay. It's gonna be okay, sober. It's gonna be okay. Okay. We got this last 6-bedroom house to deal with. Okay. And I didn't even put chairs in here. These kids are gonna be so sad. But it's fine. I'll put them in. Okay. And that should be 16 if it activates. Yeah, there we go. Another Roxley. Wow. Cash, you got a kid? You had a kid, Cash? You didn't tell me? Jeez. Cash, like you're one of my best friends in this game, and you don't tell me when you have kids? That's kind of messed up. So, future plans, guys. Future plans. We're going to let those guys grow up. And I've started work on another barracks over here. So some of those kids we just made will be converted into guards. I wanted to do this one before the other one we had planned out because this area is very open. We don't have any fences blocking in our village like we have around the rest. So I want to ensure that this area is defended. So we're going to convert some of those kids when they're done into guards. I might AFK for a bit at our little cheaty creeper not creeper, zombie spawner thing. Uh, but once we convert that into a barracks, we won't really need to use this up that much. But I'm gonna keep it around for a little bit because it does help a lot. So if you got a zombie spawner in your area, go back to my episode about the guards and the clerics, and you will see how to convert this into a nice XP grinder for our guards. Ooh, I just heard a little heart twinkle. Yay, more children. Um, One thing I haven't mentioned is I think we're actually going to go over our mark. I think we're going to be closer to 160 villagers once this episode is done. So I'm going to AFK for a bit, maybe build a bit more, see what we can do, and I'll be back with you guys once we have something else to show. So we finished up our second barracks, as you can see right here, and I'm recording at night because I wanted to talk a bit about light levels. Now, so I torched this whole thing up back in episode 1, I think, actually. That took a very long time. But now that we have these paths in place, we're going to remove some of these torches, because I honestly don't like them. They look horrible, and we now have jack-o'-lanterns. Cool. So I recommend for everybody, get yourself a light level mod of some kind, just to show what it looks like. So I'm going to remove some of these torches, and then I can see if there's any more jack-o'-lanterns I need to place. So it's really great. You hit one button, and all these numbers pop up, which are essentially showing the light level. So right now, 8, that's good, but that was almost not good. So I might have to increase the placement of our jack-o'-lanterns. But enough about that. Nobody cares about light levels and things. We're going to go ahead and convert 10 of these new nitwits into guards. But before I do that, I want to show you guys what I tend to do when I'm crafting villagers in bulk. I want to make sure that they have the supplies they need. Like if I'm crafting new miners, I want to make sure there's enough diamond picks. I don't want them to go for the iron. I just want them to go for the diamond. So what I've done is I've been forcing our blacksmiths to create enough armor for these 10 guards I'm about to make. I'm not going to do it on camera. I'm just going to go ahead and grab them because our nitwits moved around all over the village when I logged off last night. So I'm going to grab all that stuff up and convert these 16 nitwits into some new professions and probably place some more hearts down because I've got plenty of them to spare. So I went ahead and converted those other 16 nitwits that we had into farmers. What happened was I made the children, and then I AFK'd right up here overnight, and I kind of panicked when I got up. I converted all those guys into farmers, and I'll show you why. So me AFKing caused certain supplies to go very, very low, namely wheat. My wheat supplies are pretty spent, and I think it's mostly because we're getting a lot of cows. We're getting a ton, if I can click the chest, we're getting a ton of steak right now. But if you saw in that last bit right there, I did end up building this 2-story building over here. A lot of players ask, can you build multi-storage structures? And as long as each home inside is its own individual structure, you can absolutely do this. So right now we have 4 2-bedroom houses in here, 2 on this floor, and then 2 more up top over here. So we currently have 164 villagers. We could have had a bit more, actually. We could have had 12 more, but what happened was I actually removed the 2 houses that were over here, and so all these guys relocated into empty beds. I want to use that space. It's probably the best space for, you know, 1 more barracks. And I want... Oh, that hurt. Wow. It's probably the best place for 1 more barracks, so I've got that one and that one left to build. But I think I'm going to call it here, guys. This episode's running a little bit long, but next time what I have plans for are right back there. I'm going to build ourselves like a boarding house style tavern because our original tavern is getting a little bit crowded at night. But I hope you guys liked today's episode. Once again, I'm sorry for the length, but there was a lot to cover. But I will see you guys next time.